welcome, everybody. This is Michael with Love and Freedom. Yeah, I just wanted to jump back on here on Rumble and say hello to you guys, check in with you guys. I know it's been a minute, uh, but I've been pretty busy on other stuff, but we're going to try to stay up and edit on here on Rumble, guys. So I appreciate you guys joining. Let me see, not too much light. Let's see if I can turn it. Let me turn this off and see what this does. Let me turn this off. Maybe too dark. And let's just see. Let's just go from there. Just see what it looks like. I'm trying to monitor this. Like I told you guys, I'm fairly new to this this Rumble thing, and I'm trying to get used to it. Turn this off. So. Yeah, I think we all right. I think we're gonna be all right. All right, all right. I think we okay. All right, all right. Let me get on down to what I was gonna say. All right. Basically, just want to keep you guys updated on some things. I know there've been a lot of videos floating around on YouTube and other social media platforms about extending your visa here in the Philippines, and I dropped just a quick little video tutorial talking about us going out, renewing our visa. And I wanted to be the first to tell you guys, I think it really, for what we've seen, I think it really matters on the person that goes in to extend their visa. And the reason why I said this is because I noticed when my wife and I goes in, every time we go to renew our visa, this is twice we renewed our visa, there's no issue. Be in swiftly, no question asked. I pay for the expedite service, and there's quite a few other people pay for expedite services as well. I've seen that. But I tell you guys, and I've noticed this. And there's a lot of saying going around on the internet, on social media. You can go and see some of the YouTube videos that's out there by some of the people living here, expats, or maybe locals, or other people that experience trying to get their visa renewed. Well, I'm telling you from experience, boots on the ground type situation. If you are there extending your visa and they see you there as a couple, and I'm not saying if you there as a girlfriend, boyfriend, or however, as a couple in general, husband and wife, lovers, or whatever, as a couple, they know your intentions are great, and you're going to get your extension a lot quicker, but less headaches. It's going to be so much smoother. I'm telling you, it really matters. I think they are looking at people when they're coming in, single guys, coming in and they keep extending their visa. They want to know what they're up to, why they keep staying so long, renewing their visa. And I think that has a lot to do with it. I think they look at it as not saying they're being biased or racist about any certain group of people. Because myself, as you can see, I'm black as black. I'm one of those on the dark skin side. And my wife, she's from Mexico, and they don't know if she's Filipino or Mexican or nothing until she give them her credentials, and they know we together all the time because we always do everything together, and that also helps because we're not being looked at as we're here trying to do some ill will and intent. So ill will, and they look at that, they honor it. And like I told people before, what I did was when I extended my visa, myself and my wife also, we duplicate our applications as we should because we're together. And answer to our what they call now, and it's been in play to extend your visa, but they never implemented it. But now they are implementing that or being a little bit more strict about why your reason you want to extend your visa here in the Philippines. And I told you guys before, I basically stated in one sentence, we're requesting to extend our visa due to continuing touring this beautiful country. Simple as that. The guy looked at it, he repeated it, no question asked. He was pleasant. He said, "Thank you, thank you." He did say, he did respond. He said, "Thank you, I appreciate that." Like that, with a smile, with a warm welcoming. And my wife was next to me at the next window, and she said the guy didn't even say anything to her. He didn't even ask. I guess he just seen what we had wrote, and he honored that, with no question asked. With no interview, like people saying they interviewing people. That was no interviews. That was no interviews. That was no question interrogating. We put down our physical address where we're staying. We put down our point of contact, which is our Filipino phone numbers, which later I found out it was asking for somebody else, I guess. But we put down our point of contact, which was our Filipino phone numbers that we have. And basically, it was no questions asked after that point. I just said, go over there to number 5 or whatever and wait, and go over there in the paperwork. And they said, take a seat, real cordial, real polite. And we'll call you when we're ready. And ask us, we did the expedite service and they told us to come back in 10 days to pick up our PCR card, like a PCR card, which is the authorization card for visa, that you have permission to extend your visa card. It's basically, if you get stopped, you just show that card, you're not showing the paperwork or anything with your passport. They issue you a card with that on it. So we go back and pick that up. They said within 10 days. So basically, this is just, I hate to sound like I'm beating a dead horse. I know it's been said a lot on social media, on YouTube, but this is coming from a lot of people that just going off what they hear say. I'm telling you guys what we experience. So every time I tell you guys something, it's basically what we done, what we lived, what we experienced, not what someone has told us, or we heard it through the grapevine, or went online and read or heard what someone else said. We experienced these things. So that's why I like to come on and tell you guys when I live these things. I like to come on and tell you guys that I experienced it, and this is what happened with us. That's all I can tell you guys, what happened with us. And the transition is geared as far as applying for a visa extension. It's been great. Every time we go in there, they ask us, the last twice that we've been in there, we went to, let me take that back. I wanted to experience it on different sites, different areas. So I went to the headquarters the first time. And this time I went to the La Subs immigration place in Makati in the mall. And I would say the one going to Makati in the mall was a lot more smoother, less people, and people seemed a little bit more, I won't say friendly, but they seemed to be a little bit more easygoing, because we had no issue at the headquarters either. So I just wanted to, they both was the same distance from where we stand, so I just wanted to see what that one's about, because I read some reviews about it, and we went over and checked that one out, which, like I said, wasn't bad at all. It was pretty quick, in and out within 30 minutes. So those are the kind of services I like. But if you do go in there, like I said, make sure you're going in there, you're being kind, you're being polite. They're watching you. They're monitoring your actions. I think there was one little slight. I think this guy didn't know that my wife and I was together. I guess he think I was by myself, because I left to go get cash from the ATM, and I left her in there real quick because I didn't have enough cash to pay for the expedite services, and they don't take cards. So I ran to the ATM and came back. When I came back, I went to the guy, and the guy wasn't rude, but he was kind of with the attitude like, just sit down over there, in a way like that. Then when he realized that my wife and I were together, his whole attitude concept changed, you know. And there was other people in there, a lot of other Asians or Europeans or people that was in there doing the expedite service as well. But it seemed like theirs was going a little bit slower than ours, you know. That's just what I've seen. I noticed the last 2 times it was like that. And but it all depends on you. You go in there with the mind frame respectfully and don't look like if they ask you a question, don't hop the funnel for your answer, or you're not looking like you're suspicious. Then they're not gonna hold you up long. They're not gonna hold you up at all. But you go in there being honest and being respectful, you'll be in and out in no time. But process has been pretty simple, pretty easy for us, and don't believe all of the chaos that you hear online. I guess they're really trying to scare up some people. There are a lot of people, now don't get me wrong, that's traveling or expat that have no good intentions, and I know they're trying to weed those out, that's fine. That's great. That makes it even better for us, if they do. But just letting you guys know, if you're traveling as a couple, I think your travel experience can go so much better. That's just from us seeing it, so far, it can go so much. People are so much nicer. They respect you because they know that you're together and you're not out there, trying to create habits or anything, So it's been good, guys. It's been good. I just wanted to mention that while I was on here on the live about, it came to my mind about the people was talking about the visa.